playing Dreams for PS4. Dreams is a game where you're able to create games, 3D models, characters, animations. If you can dream it, you can make it in Dreams. If you want to check out more of the Dreams videos on the channel, feel free to check out the Dreams playlist. This is episode 49 of our Dreams series, so there are plenty of Dreams videos for you guys to check out. Recently, I've been working on creating parts for like a fighting game, so that anyone can use these arenas, characters. I wish I could hide all this stuff. I can actually hide all this stuff. Give me one moment. Make it easier to actually show what I'm talking about. Yeah, there we go. That way anyone can use any of these arenas, player characters, attack assets, logic for you to be able to like make your own arenas and characters, scenes, games, ready-made player characters to make your own fighting games. So that's what I'm hype about. I'm calling this collection Simple Fighter. A lot of the arenas are based off of games created by my friends and I. Even the characters are based off of games created by my friends and I. I'm just hyped to see people actually use this stuff. I'm not sure if anyone has yet, but I hope that people do in the near future. I definitely would love to see it. I'd be really hyped if my friends actually used some of this stuff. And the reason why I say that is because my friends and I do a lot of like 30-minute challenge stuff where you have to create a level with certain specifications in 30 minutes. And I feel like with all these pre-made assets and stuff, I could see my friends and I creating like cool fighting games in those 30-minute challenges. And not only are the fighting games cool, like aesthetically, and they're not only like fun to make, but they're fun for you guys to be able to play at home on Dreams, especially with a friend, because they're all 2-player games. So I don't know, I'm hype. I hope to see people like, vibe with it and start making stuff with it. Let's see. So real quick, I'm going to get the live chat pulled up on my laptop, and then I'm going to post a link to the live chat on a Facebook group chat that I'm in called Bussy Bread Club that has a whole bunch of my friends on it, and we normally just hang out and talk. To be honest, I'm not really on the group chat that much. I spend most of my time at work, and then when I'm not working, I spend a lot of it on the stream. So really, the stream is like the main place for anyone to be able to find me. But that makes it even more important that I share the link. Dun 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 dun. So, my friend Kratos has made like some Silver the Hedgehog Silver the Hedgehog levels. And I've been making characters based off of my friend's games. And I'm somewhat tempted to make not a level, but like a character based on his Silver character and his abilities. I've tried to do this before, and I was like, nah, I don't want to mess with it. I may try again. Today. We'll see. His Silver character has like a force push and a force pull, and he can glide. In my fighting game, characters can only jump, attack, move, and defend. So his defense move could potentially be the force push, but it doesn't deal any damage, so it's like a be gone, thought, like get off me kind of move. And then his attack could potentially be the force pull if he summoned something in front of him when he did it. So he pulls you like into a trap on the ground or something like that. That could be nice. So I mean, I could make it work. It's just I've tried before. It didn't necessarily work before. So let's see what we can do. So I don't need any of that stuff in the background for what I'm about to do. Also, I am remixing. I was like, he listed me as a collaborator. I hope I'm not deleting all his stuff. I was like, that would suck. Trying to select a bunch of stuff out of the scene and delete it. All this stuff is so far away. There we go. Hit it up. We're good now. Hey. Hey. Got him. Bink. Don't know how I missed that guy. I think I saw him for a moment and thought he was like an invisible thing or something. I don't need any of these rings. Also, real quick, I almost got rid of the floor. Yo, Kaylee, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Let me get Sonic's bitch ass and that warp pad too. Sonic. Got him. And then, yeah, get the global settings. No, you don't want silver and you don't want the floor. Oh, get that beacon. There we go. We got rid of everything except silver. So, Kaylee, right now I'm trying to figure out how I would make Kratos' silver character into a fighting game character. I think I understand what I'm going to do for his attack and defense move. I just need to get through Kratos' crazy set of fucking logic. There's so much logic shit that he has. So we'll figure this out. Argentum. That must be his name in another language. Oh, but when you get closer, it's silver. Okay. There we go. Set him to 2D movement. And normally you would go in and you would just start like stripping stuff. You'd be like, I only need his controller logic, and I'll set his controller logic to have his abilities and shit. But he has so much stuff that's like already made. It's crazy. Kaylee said he go by 2 names. That's why he's got 2 phones. He deals rings on the Green Hills, if you know what I mean. Let's see. So where are we at? There's all this stuff here for him to do the attack. Because it's like a force applier, he has like a timer set up and shit. It still emits something. Let's look at that emit. So that emits something right in front of him. I'll probably keep that. Kaylee said he gives out Nuva rings. That sounds like a health kick thing. Is that a health kick thing? I think there's gonna be a... Well, hold up. I know how to fix this. I remember there are a bunch of displayers connected to his character. I remember having to delete quite a few displayers to get him working. He still has rings displayed. We don't do rings here. We don't accept that currency. So somewhere around here, he has a rings displayer. It would have to be around where his health shit is. Because his rings and his health are connected. I might be wrong, though. They have to be somewhat related. The fuck? Score. Got him. Okay, cool. So now, yeah, he no longer has the health thing displayed. Now, I'm fine with him gliding. He can't have some double jump bullshit. His hops are ridiculous. Oh my goodness. Time to balance this guy. Get in there. Don't close that menu. We'll probably have to close the menu at some point, but not right now. Kaylee said, Nuva ring, you pop in the bussy to prevent pregnancy. Ooh. Sounds like my boy Silver's been getting it. A lot of rappers talk about giving girls Plan B. A lot of rappers don't talk about giving girls Nuva rings. Hit's different. Ugh. Okay, so his double jump height, 0 meters. Yeah, he has some moon jumps, but he doesn't get a double jump. None of that glide bullshit. That makes him a little bit more balanced. Kaylee said he ain't want no babies. Kaylee said, lol, I feel it'd be weird to give someone a Nuva ring. I don't know. Depends on how hard you want to stunt, I guess. Or just your preferred method of birth control. It is, you know, it's whatever. So for one, I left his music in the stage somewhere. His music, is it just in him? Nah. Where the fuck is his music? I imagine that's the sound that plays when you use force push. There's like a song in the stage. Somewhere. I went around and I tried to delete everything. There's just a track in this bitch that I can't find. I say I can't find it. I literally just tried to look for it like 2 seconds ago. I'm widening up my eyes. Yeah, I just don't see it. He's not bringing a track with him. It's gonna mess up all the stages and shit. Face punch? What the fuck? Oh, well, that's a sound effect. I was like, he has a move called face punch. Can't you just punch someone in the face? Why does it have to be in the name of an attack? Face punch! Got him! Okay, let's see. So, his moves are already mapped properly, now that I think about it. His controller sensor needs to be, like, forced to player 1. That's a necessity. My mind's like, is he actually just almost fine? I may not have to change as much as I originally imagined with Silver to make him work. His attack button is square, and that already deals damage and shit. And then his defense button is going to be triangle, which I think already doesn't deal damage. I just need to add something to triangle. Well, no, I was going to make his square button not deal damage, and his triangle button needs to deal damage, so it's like the reverse. Oh, wait a minute. Kratos has shit like, you only get so many uses of the attack, and shit like that. So I need to go into his logic or whatever and change that. Also, his attacks need like timer-based things to work with everybody else. That's the main thing that I was scared of with Kratos' character. There's so much like pre-built-in system shit where in my games the emitters kind of balance out how the character actions go. I want to preserve some of the stuff that's like still here. Let's see. I could preserve some of the stuff by just moving around. Does the force push not deal damage? I see a little force applier. I see a sound effect. That's not really like a damaging thing. Force appliers don't really have enough regulatory stuff. Kratos said, I'm sorry I've been so absent. Final Fantasy VII has been taking a lot of my time. I've noticed that you've done like a few episodes of Final Fantasy VII. No problem, Kratos. Welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics that I talk about on the stream? If you missed the last stream, or the stream before, just recently in the dream streams, I've made a bunch of stages and characters based on you and Kaylee's games. And right now, I'm working on trying to make Silver into a character in my fighting game. But I'm trying to work my way through all this logic stuff to make it happen. Kaylee said, ooh, how's Final Fantasy VII? I watched a Game Ranks Before You Buy video on it. I still don't know if I'd actually be interested. Kratos said the force push itself doesn't do damage. I basically have a trigger zone that did damage. Click to show invisible stuff, and then scope in. You have a trigger zone that deals damage? Wouldn't I be able to just find that trigger zone and delete it? Or delete all trigger zones because I won't need any of them? Like this trigger zone is called ring. I don't need that. This trigger zone is called trigger zone. I mean, I don't need that. Like most of these I probably won't need. That one's called warp pad. I don't need that. As a matter of fact, like it's very likely I don't need any of this stuff. I might keep face punch. Get rid of time. That's not getting rid of it. Get rid of time. What's that? Input B. The fuck is this stuff? Jump animation. Keep that, I guess. Yeah, I'll keep face punch. That seems good. Yeah, look at that. Already looking clean as a bitch. Kaylee said, is it cloud? Kratos said, not really a trigger zone, but it's a separate invisible object attached to force push. And then Kratos said, no, it's Jesse. Oh, wait. Kratos said, I'm literally in love with a character in Final Fantasy VII. I missed it at first. Let's see. So there's an invisible object. Okay. We already know what to do in this situation. Show hide. Where that bitch at? Is it this? Is it this shit that does damage? Or is that just an effect? Oh, there's this dumbass ring. I don't need that ring. What's this shit on his head? Is that what deals damage? Which one is the thing? Kratos said turn off paint. Is it the stupid shit on his head? How would that deal damage with force push? He has like a slime built into his face or something. Looks two-toned. Kaylee said her last name, Raspberry. She part of the club, Nicholas. Kratos said, what do you mean, dumbass ring? That's for the force push effect. So this is the thing I need to get rid of. So it is the dumbass ring. I don't need this ring. Haha. I'm sure it serves its purpose in the other thing. I'm getting rid of it now, though. Kaylee said T. Kratos said, also the ball on his head was already there when I got him. What? What is that for? That's so weird. And then Kratos said, no, I meant the blue ring. Is that the thing that deals the damage, though? What's the thing that deals the damage? I'm going to get rid of this ring. I don't need that ring. What's the thing that deals the damage for the force push? I need the force push to not deal any damage. I'm going to make the force pull the opponent into like a trap on the ground or something. Deal damage that way. There's so much stuff in here. Yeah, I see why you have two counters here. I think that makes sense. Because that's the only way to make something like a force applier work the way I need. Kratos said, oh, the force push won't do damage. Okay, hold on. Does the force pull do damage? How do you kill slimes in this game normally? Like, do none of the attacks do damage? Kratos said, unless it's a slime, why does it hurt slimes? Kratos said, nope. So why do the attacks hurt slimes? Like, how does it work then? Also, I got rid of this double jump, because that would have been broken in a fighting game. Kratos said, because that's the enemy I was using. I mean, what's the logic behind it? And then he said, I use tags, duh. What does that mean? So, that doesn't tell me anything. Do the slimes have programmed into them something that kills them when they get hit by it? Or is there something in his programming innately that deals damage to something with a specific tag? Is my question. Like, is there like a health modifier in his data? Izanagi said logic. Yo, Izanagi, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Kratos said, let me check real quick. Ballin'. Because this character's almost done. He's almost ready for the fighting game. He's a fast bitch, though. He's going to be one of the fastest characters in the game. I can already tell. The way that he's, like, zooping, that's a quick zoop. Kratos said, no health mod. He said, I wasn't using those at this point. Then, did you have, like, a tag on his force push effect that the slimes used as a trigger zone, like, responder to destroy themselves? And then Kratos said, he should be fast. That's true. He is in, like, a Sonic. I mean, he is from, like, Sonic games. That is kind of the thing. Izanagi said, if you aren't going to fight me with the counter deck, then at least fight me in Vanguard. Let's see. Kratos said, I'm checking one sec. So when it comes to Vanguard, I loved playing Vanguard with my friend Matt. Matt doesn't really fuck with me anymore. I haven't played Vanguard in a hot minute. Kratos has Vanguard. My girlfriend has Vanguard. And I'm trying to see if Beth will get really into Vanguard. If Beth gets into Vanguard, I think I'll play it more, because it'll be a way for Beth and I to bond. But right now, when it comes to hobbies, my biggest hobby right now is Dreams. Like I said, I do it for work. My job is actually in the middle of trying to acquire their own PS4 so we can start hosting my VR experience that I've created in Dreams. Outside of Dreams, I bought a few new games, which I guess in like the next 9 minutes or so, I'm going to set up a poll for you guys to vote on what new game I should play. But the reason why I would specifically get into Vanguard if my girlfriend got into Vanguard is because I would devote more time to Vanguard if it was something that my girlfriend and I could play together. That's been like my big pull for mobile games as of recent, is if it's something I can do with Beth. If Beth doesn't really vibe with it that hard, I feel like I'm going to spend most of my time doing this. Because I think Beth would be the motivator for me to, like, get into it. You know what I mean? For me to, like, try and build up a deck and, like, compete with her and stuff. Izanagi said, why does that matter? He said, you can have hobbies outside of Beth. This is a hobby outside of Beth already. I'm just talking about what's been my drive for mobile games recently. Izanagi said, also, what job do you work at where Dreams is relevant to your job? So I work for the Center of Cybersecurity Research and Education, and as a part of a educational cybersecurity demo to help show customers how any business can be vulnerable to a cyber attack, I've created a VR experience where you go around like a simulated like city and office building and you look at different technology and you learn little fun facts about how they can be hacked into or exploited in some negative way. You're even able to hack like traffic lights in the game, and if you do, it'll cause like a traffic accident, you know, stuff like that. So it's kind of like an educational watchdogs thing. They actually asked me today if I wanted to do a VR experience thing for Girl Scouts, because they now have like a cybersecurity badge. And I was like, nah, because we already have an informational video, which I'm now editing like multiple versions of. And I think the video does fine. I don't think it needs the VR experience. Izanagi said, with Dreams? With Dreams. My employers are actually getting ready to buy Dreams and a PS4 for us to be able to do those demos. And we're going to wait on getting the VR stuff because we don't need the VR stuff until Dreams becomes fully VR compatible. Dreams is like, we will be at some point. You can make games for VR, but we don't have it yet. And I'm like, until Dreams is ready with the VR, we don't need to buy it. Like, we can just sit. But yeah, a matter of fact, until recently, one of the main things I did on my job was keep doing stuff in Dreams just to help increase your skills with Dreams, because we're probably going to want more VR experience stuff, which they do want more VR experience stuff. I just don't think we need to do one for the Girl Scouts one. The Girl Scouts one already has like an interactive quiz or whatever, and I think that's good enough for that. It's very like basic compared to like the city thing. I just think it's not necessary. Let's see. So what do I want to do? What do I want to do? Oh, Kratos was doing something. What was Kratos doing earlier? Oh, he was checking to see how he fought the slimes. Izanagi said it seems like a professional business has better resources for making an educational cybersecurity game than Dreams. Well, it depends on like what your employers know how to do and what software they're familiar with. We originally were going to use like Amazon Sumerian or whatever, but Dreams is just much more accessible and easy to use. More or less, it's like, hey Jet, we have a project that we want you to work on, and they originally wanted me to like build a physical model, and I'm like, I'm a software engineer, I don't know how to do that. I'm like, why would I do that? I was like, what if we made like a virtual interactive experience, like a VR thing or an augmented reality thing? And then I started doing research on all these different applications, and I was like, I just already have Dreams. I was like, what if I just make it in Dreams, and you guys get a PS4, and we can just do it in Dreams? And I've made like a demo video, and I've sent them what I've made, and they vibe with it. They dig what I've done to the point where they're interested in doing more stuff with it, to the point where we've actually bought Dreams and a PS4 for doing more stuff. Kaylee said Dreams is super easy to use. Izanagi said also my understanding is that Girl Scouts need a person who is basically a badge teacher regardless of the difficulty of the badge itself, so a video by itself would not suffice. The video by itself isn't, we're going to give them to, I guess, a scout leader. I don't know a lot about Girl Scout stuff. I didn't make the video, I'm just editing the video. But the video seems good, and the quiz seems good, and I'm sure whoever the scout leader is going to have like the appropriate training, or else they wouldn't have a cybersecurity badge in the first place. We're just creating materials to help with that. We're not creating the badge, we're just adding educational materials to help. Izanagi, oh, I already read that. Kratos said, oh shit, no, I was wrong. I did do the shit properly. Let's see, Kaylee said, you should teach Girl Scouts. The video will help. Let's see. Kratos said, in the force push microchip, delete the microchip called Witch Health. Ayo, thank you kindly, Kratos. Does the force pull also do that? Kaylee said, make them hack into the government. Start a Girl Scout army. That sounds like an AI Dungeon 2 prompt. He said, control your minions to attack with their cookie guns. Kaylee, are you pitching a game for Dreams? Kratos said, maybe. He said, force pull might deal some damage. Is force pull what psychokinesis is called? Also, I need to get rid of the logic that you have put in about how many uses, excuse me, about how many uses you have to do the different attacks. Because that's going to fuck me over. I need to be able to do attacks as many times as possible with like no slowdown. Can I... See, I ran out of force pushes. See, they need to refresh faster. Because I remember they regenerate over time. Let's see. Kratos said, maybe, and then he said psychokinesis is both abilities. Oh, I see. Interesting. Izanagi said, why does pull and push even do damage by themselves? You gotta ask Kratos. I'm changing Kratos' character into a fighting game character. But Kratos' character has all this logic. I deleted like half of what was in here. I don't need any of that. I'm trying to figure out how to get everything working. And that one resets that one. That makes sense. Well, it resets the counter. That's kind of weird. I'm gonna have to do like a double daisy chain thing where when you hit it, it activates a timer and the timer activates it. Well, then you wouldn't be able to loop it. I kind of understand why you have a counter. It's gonna be weird. Your force supplier stuff is fucking with me a little bit, Kratos. Because it's not an emitter. Kratos said, because Nick told me they should do damage. And then Kratos said, Nick, wait. There might be an easier way to go about this. So your force push thing has a little force field or whatever the fuck. Where's that? Is this it? That's probably a ring that no longer exists. No, that's not a ring. I turned paint off. Do 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 do. Yep, bright ass bitch. Okay. I'm sorry? Is it neither of them? What is it? Does it emit nothing? I feel like it must have emitted the ring. It must have been a ring emitter thing. It was connected to square. I think it would emit some square button bullshit. Square goes up here, travels through here, and does some shit. Those wires are connected to nothing. Kratos said, go to psychokinesis microchip and delete everything except the microchips. Okay. Do 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 do. So now we just have the attacks themselves, which are currently not connected to shit now. Which is fine, actually. Wait, what the fuck? The fuck does the square button connect to if not the attacks? What's in this? Idle? The fuck you mean idle? How does the square button connect to the character not doing anything? Whoa, why the fuck is there a second puppet interface? Well, I guess to do the idle animations. What? What? Is it like... What? I don't understand this fucking character. He does so much stuff. Okay, let's see. Izanagi said, I feel like repurposing a character that's for an action RPG for a fighting game instead is not wise, especially given the nature of other fighting characters. Kratos said the emitter is in the force push chip that removes the uses thing. Kaylee said the square button connects to the hip bone. Kratos said, Nick, don't worry about the idle, just reconnect square to push. And triangle. Wait, square is push. Wait, what fuck? I actually want square to be pull now. So square's gonna be pull now. And I want triangle, which is connected to something. The fuck are you connected to? Triangle's already connected to pull. Like straight through. It connects to the stuff inside the chip. A matter of fact, square probably needs to be connected to stuff inside the chip directly. So that's fair. Is it already? It sure is. But they're swapped. I need this one connected to Mr. Savaho. Wait a minute. I don't see any of the shit that starts this up. Was there nothing connected there before? That's actually kind of confusing. I thought I saw something connected there before. And then square needs to trigger this one. Let's see. Kratos said no. Then he said, there you go. Let's look at this real quick. Square should now pull. Triangle should now push. Okay. Now what I want is the push and pull things need to have health modifiers on them? Or do they? They probably don't need to have health modifiers on them. No. They need health modifiers on them that deal like no damage. but whenever they're modifying the health of an enemy, so whenever something hits it, that can then trigger a force applier, and that's how I do the force stuff, rather than the way it's currently done. And that way I can control the force appliers through emissions, because trying to control them any other way is kind of gross. So the force push emits some shit I can't see. Why doesn't it just show the paint when you open it here? I don't have paint hidden, right? I do have paint hidden. I'm stupid. Cool. Okay. Yeah, okay, we got it. Do. So I need to edit this effect directly. Like the life points. So I'm gonna make a little square. Oh, it's 6:05. I need to set up that poll I was talking about. So here's a pro tip for the kids at home. Check this fresh shit out. Yeah. So you set the emitter to some other shit so that you can edit the thing you want to emit without it being awkward, because emitted objects kind of don't exist. Excuse me, it's really weird. Anyways, so for the emitter on the force push, a 1 second time is fine. The emitted object lifetime should probably only be 0.7 seconds. And we can set that for the force pull as well. Force pull's not an emitter yet. Wait, what the fuck? Kratos, how do you do the aura for the force pull? Where's that at if it's not in the force pull thing itself? So you hit... Oh, damn. Wait, hold up. Oh, I'm actually really confused, Kratos, because I switched the buttons. You're telling me there's no emitter in this shit? There's no emitter in this one, but I switched the buttons and the force field works? Wait a minute, the force field's a fucking cloud. It's not emitting shit, it's fog. I need it to emit that fog. Or do something like that. Yeah, I need an emitter that shoots fog? Can you do that? I don't think I've ever tried to do that. This is going to be interesting. This is going to be different. One thing at a time. I'm going to focus on force push. I need to put a health modifier on it that when it's modifying health, it triggers the force applier that's normally used. Also, real quick, close that. I can delete a whole bunch of this bullshit. Let's see, move this over to the emitter, right there, and then clone the wire. It also powers the sound effect. Delete this hoe, delete this hoe, delete this hoe. The fog, we're gonna worry about the fog soon. The force applier is gonna go... Oh, I cloned it. No. Move the whole hoe. Add the hoe. Surface snap. Okay. Actually, I should fucking... Where's the thingy? Put the thingy in it. Grab the microchip. Kratos said, just drag the emitter up to the other one. Kratos said, and yes, you can emit gadgets. Okay, Ballin. He said, no, Nick, you'll want to use the counter. You don't need the counter, Kratos. What'll happen now is that you emit the force push. The force push only lets you do it every second, but it only lasts 0.7 seconds. I'm using a similar timing convention to the other things. Kratos said you need that counter and timer, or else it'll just constantly hold the attack when you hold square. It won't hold the attack because of how I set it. Before, you had this emitted object lifetime to infinite. I set it to 0.7 seconds. So now if you hold square, there will be a 0.3 second window when your attack isn't going off and where you're vulnerable. Kratos said, I see now. Yeah. So the counters and timers are unnecessary for this kind of thing. I need to put a microchip on here. Where's the microchip? Also, by the way, Kratos, I appreciate your assistance on this, because I was confused as a bitch. I did not know what to do. Surface snap. Surface snap. Okay. Let's remove this force applier off of that. Damn, how big is that box? What? Why is it like that? What does it do? Why does it push down? What the fuck? That's such a huge range. Kratos said, I came at the perfect time. I appreciate it. Let me... The fuck is this? Okay, so it should be shaped like the thing, at least, right? That way the zone is accurate to the actual attack. Okay, push this in, or pull it out. Hey, there we go. Pull out the top. Izanagi, I'm surprised you didn't know I was doing the work thing. In the earlier Dream streams, I used to say that like all the time. Let's see. Kratos said, I didn't set the force applier like that. No problem. Like, I understand that Silver was already a character that you had found with, like, pre-made stuff beforehand. Like, no judgment here. I am surprised, though. I don't understand why it pushed down. It still is pushing down. I don't know why down would be the... How does that work? This is a big, bubbly bitch. I'm going to give myself points on that alliteration. Shrink it in a little bit. Really, since it's like a 2D fighter, I shouldn't really worry about the edges that much. Kratos said, in quotes, big bubbly bitch. Okay. Get it? Yeah. So here's a trick for anyone who fucks with gadgets that have these arrows, like rotators and force appliers and shit, and even emitters. Go far away, and the farther away you go, the easier it is to see the arrows. Earlier on, I used to get really up close trying to figure out how the arrows worked, and that only makes it smaller. It's worse. But there's no way to know that it's going to get bigger if you get farther away. Not everything gets bigger when you get farther away. Like, those things don't get bigger. I don't know. It's weird. But it makes sense, and it's helpful. I'm not sure if it makes sense. I don't know. Izanagi said, I didn't connect dreams to work since the grand scheme of things, a company wanting a game should be using game engines either self-developed or easily available like Unity or Unreal. Dreams is pretty available and allows for a lot of like cool development stuff. Like, my employers seem pretty hype about Dreams. And I think for good reason. Especially since we're not trying to sell it. It's not like we're trying to create stuff in Dreams to monetize the dreams. We're creating stuff in Dreams for customers who just want stuff. And the customers aren't trying to sell it either. It's like, normally just for demo or educational purposes, we need the stuff. I think for that, Dreams is perfect. You know what I mean? We don't need to package and export anything. It's just, you got a PS4, you got Dreams, oh, you can play it. You just got it. Let's see. Kratos said, here's another tip. Use the grid snap and it'll be straight. Grid snap is so lazy. And I think grid snap sometimes makes it harder. Dreams lets you kind of make a game by hand. So you can add these little finesses. Let's see. Kratos said, Unity and Unreal require much more learning, though, to figure it out. Haley said, and it's super easy, too. Kratos said, I speak from experience for both. Defected Nomad said, $600. Defected Nomad, you're not going to trick me with a fake super chat. Super chats look super different on the screen. Anyways, yo, Defected Nomad, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Let's see. Oh shit! I was supposed to set up a poll. I was gonna set up a poll like 14 minutes ago. Give me 1 minute to set up a poll. Effective Nomad said, damn. Izanagi said they require more learning but offer ultimately more resources. Plus, making a decently sized game in Dreams is not really super feasible. That's not true, Izanagi. The doorways really help you make even multiple small stages into like huge experiences. Kaylee said $800, search Crash Bandicoot PS2 character. Kratos said Unity and Unreal can be very expensive too, and they don't have built-in sculpting. Oh, you gotta use third-party stuff to sculpt. That's why you guys have been talking about Blender. Let's see. So real quick, I'm gonna set up a poll on the YouTube channel, and I'm going to add a bunch of games to the poll that we haven't done on the channel yet. It's gonna be all like new stuff. So I hope you guys are hyped for that. And whatever gets the most votes is what I'll be doing tonight at 8 p.m. I already know what the games are that I'm going to put on the poll, so I'm going to surprise you guys in a moment. Izanagi said, with an asterisk, a well-polished and professional game that is decently sized. Yo, I'm telling you, I feel like you've been asleep on Dreams. People have been creating some crazy fire shit on here. No lie. I played a Shrek game the other day that I was like, oh boy, this is going to be a meme. And then I had a lot of fun with it. I was telling my girlfriend about it on the phone. It just felt like a legitimately good game. Even if it was like a Shrek thing. Vote for what you would like me to play tonight at 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. Okay. So, I'm going to start typing in these now. Crash Bandicoot Team Racing. I can't remember the name. Is it Crash Bandicoot Nitro Plus Team Racing? The fuck is the name? Crash Bandicoot Team Racing Nitro Fueled. What a clusterfuck of just words. I don't even remember it. I looked at it like 2 seconds ago and I forgot what it was. Racing Nitro Fueled. Wait, is the Nitro Fueled... Oh, what the fuck? Just hit enter. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. Oh, you don't say Bandicoot in it. Bandicoot's not even in the name. Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. There we go. Where are we at? Izanagi said, or we could just have Jackbox or Vanguard. Kratos said, if my goal is to make a polished game that I'm to make money with, I'd use Unreal. But that's obviously not my intent with Dreams. Even in Dreams, Kratos, I could see people doing Patreons. I could see people doing like YouTube memberships or super chat based things to help make money from creating Dreams. I think a lot of people confuse monetization and make it seem like you have to buy a product. Not really. A lot of times you can buy like an experience, and I think that's what a lot of things like Patreon are actually giving you. They're not giving you like a product, they're giving you like some kind of experience that you can use. Let's see. Defective Nomad said a space adventure that has an open world and has immersive lore. You could do that in Dreams. Izanagi said yes, but how long did it take for those people to make the really impressive stuff on Dreams, and how much content was there for those Dreams? Izanagi said Dreams has impressive stuff, just look at some of the Mario stuff, but there isn't a full Mario game on Dreams with solid quality all the way through either. And Kratos said that's true. Well, I think it all has to do with like how much time you put into your stuff. You know what I mean? And I think that goes for any project. Izanagi said, but you can't mass monetize Patreon for a Dreams experience like you could from buying games. Patreon is such a direct, like, monetary thing. I think it, in some ways, works better than unit-to-unit sales. At least when thinking about physical. When thinking about digital, it gets different. Well, then that depends on the marketplace, too. I don't know. Patreon gives you a lot of direct money. I think there's a way for you to make your dreams private too. Because I know Joe King was telling me that his Star Wars game was private and that he had to share it with me in dreams for me to play it. If that's the case, that you can make dreams private and then you have to share them with people for them to play it, you could do some shit like, hey guys, I'm going to be doing a live stream where I create like this really awesome ass game. You guys can give me suggestions on what I can put in the game. If you guys donate money in the super chat, I'll put your name in the credits of the game. And if you guys hit me up with like a super chat donation of like a certain amount, I'll hit you guys up on Dreams with a share link to my game. Ba-da-da-da. And then boom, you've directly monetized people being able to be directly involved in your game and people being able to play your game with ease without Dreams having a monetization platform of its own. And that one wasn't even using Patreon. That was just talking about some shit you could do in the super chat. That's some shit I could do like right now if I wanted to. Easy. It's just about like your mindset and how you like think about monetizing things. Where are we at? Kratos said I was agreeing with you, Nick, when I said that's true. But the monetization thing also being an experience, yeah, you can do unlisted and send it to people. Yeah. Got options. I can pass that bitch like Stockton. Just joshing. I could spend this holiday locked in. My buddy got rid of them toxins. Whoop, sports in the top 10. Let's see, Izanagi said the issue is time. You're underestimating how long super high quality dreams take to make. I think you're underestimating how long it takes to make super high quality games in general. Defective Nomad said, a game with cutscenes, 2, character development, and the player has impact on the world. He said, I think Dreams has its limitations though. I feel like there's still plenty that you can do in Dreams. As someone who's put like hours into developing stuff in Dreams, not only recreationally but also for work, I think you can get shit popping. Like, I think you definitely can do all the stuff we've been talking about and more in Dreams. It just takes like learning the tools and getting experienced. Let's see. So I need a health modifier. And when the health modifier is modifying health, it's going to activate that force applier. And it's also going to activate the force push sound effect. A sound effect which needs to be turned all the way up. Okay. And the modifier needs to be zone based. And the zone needs to be edited to have the proper zone shape. We're going to go with an ellipsoid. Like how we had with the other thing. Ooh! Hey, that's pretty good. It's a little tall. My boy's like, it's not jumpable. There's no escape. It being wide doesn't really matter, actually. The game's 2D. We can hit it up. Shrink it down a little bit. Just so it doesn't look weird. Give me that edge, though. Oh, I forgot to finish that poll. I need to finish writing up that poll. Let's see, Izanagi said, I feel like we are then starting to get into a gray area for what is considered selling a product if we are selling private dreams experiences. That's what I'm saying. Like, monetization doesn't have to be straight up products. You know what I mean? It can be experiences. And I do think it's legitimately different than just like selling a game. I think you're understanding where I'm coming from based on what you're saying. Let's see. Defective Nomad said, will Dreams be coming to Xbox? I'm pretty sure Dreams is a PlayStation exclusive, just like how Little Big Planet was a PlayStation exclusive. Because it's made by the same people. So now, this has a health modifier on it and a force applier. So all we need is that emitter right there, and we're golden. Is there fog when he uses force push? For some reason, I don't remember that. But sure, I guess there's fog. What the fuck is this timeline? Does he have like an animation that he does? I guess his body moves. He sure does have an animation that he does when he uses it. Okay. Oh, I was about to fuck up. His emitter needs to be reconnected. Get rid of that little cube. Nigga, I'm sorry. I was like, where'd the character go? Are you hurt, nigga? He's flashing. Oh, did I select him with the emitter? Wait. Yo, you microchip. I think you're missing something, my guy. Wait, what the fuck happened? Undo some shit. Okay. Are you bitches connected? They are not connected. Scope in a group. Scope in a group. Yeah. Yeah, it's like built into the shit. Should be at least. See, why is he glowing like that? I feel like something's wrong. Yeah, because when you go in, it's because they're grouped together. I think I know what's happening. It is setting it to emit himself by doing that. So it's like scope. Get out of the scope. Scope back one. Nah, scope back into that. Emit the whole hoe. Okay. Grab. Not like that. Go out. Okay. Nope. Separate him from the group. Awesome. Scope in. Okay, he has the shits. Emit that. He might need to emit it a little bit in front of him. I don't want him to hit himself with it. We'll figure out if he hits himself with it momentarily. He seems fine. I need to make sure it's aligned in front of him. It looks pretty good. You could probably move it closer. Just have to be careful of that invisible ellipsoid. Okay. Test. Okay. I like that. Let's see what we got. Kratos said, I've made a dream with more polish in dreams, faster than a game in Unreal that had less polish and more glitches, and it's easier getting it out to people. The workflow is overall much more streamlined in dreams. Izanagi said, no, calling them experiences when they are private blurs the line of what is a product, which would then need its own form of jurisdiction. What do you mean form of jurisdiction? It's just like another way to monetize a platform, Izanagi. It's not like the same thing as like selling a game. It's more like another way to like share. Let's see, Kratos said, it's no different than paying to see a movie in the movie theater. You're paying for an experience, not a product. Or like paying for like an amusement park ride. Defective Nomad put up the buffering symbol. I didn't even know that was like an emoji you could do in the live chat. Kratos said, also, I had a timer there to align the emitter with his hand movement because now it looks weird. I don't think it looks that weird. I'm fine with it, like how it is. I think it kind of works. Oh, if he does it while moving, I feel like that could have interesting consequences. Also, I just had like multiple thoughts. So, one thought I just had, put the emitter on the box again. Scope in. Open up the microchip. I need to set up that health modifier to deal like 0% damage. It's supposed to not hurt. It's just a push. I was like, that could accidentally be like an insta-kill. Oh, wait. Undo closing that. Bring it back. Let's see. Kratos said the thing appears before his hand moves up to blast it, and then he said it bugs me. And then he said, also, Nick, the pole. Thank you. So we're going to have Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled. We're going to have Metal Gear Solid Phantom Pain. Well, Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. We're going to have Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Kratos said Final Fantasy VII. I didn't buy Final Fantasy VII Remake. And he said, please. Let's see. I bought another game, I thought, yesterday. Give me one moment, guys. I'm going to look at the new games I bought. What's the... Oh, yeah, I sure did. Okay, and then, I'm gonna not add the other new game I got. I'm just gonna add Soul Calibur 6 because I haven't played it yet. Kratos said, get it. And then Defective Nomad said, weird, my text won't appear. It is weird. YouTube sometimes like self-censors, and we don't understand why it does it. Okay. So, you guys now have a poll up. The new poll, you guys can vote for Crash Team Racing Nitro Fueled, Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, and Soul Calibur 6. Izanagi said, why are you buying games when you're just going to play Dreams, especially since the other things you have proven to fall by the wayside? Kratos said, Nick, do you have a Switch? No, I do not have a Switch. The Switch doesn't have this fresh-ass built-in streaming capability. Also, Kratos is a psychic ability. His, like, force abilities, you don't need hands to use your mind. That's just for show anyways. He's thinking faster than he can move to do it. I think it makes sense. He needs some of his stuff from the controller logic. So for one, rewind. 2, look at this. Thicky, Sam Wiki, health. Drop that shit down to 100 health. There we go. When he loses health, it shoots a ring out? Nah, fuck that. We don't need that. Unnecessary. This is fine, though. Let's see. What the fuck is slam? I'm gonna delete slam. I'm gonna delete glide head ass. Well, actually, undo. Where does that connect? There's follow behavior. We don't need that. Jump animation's probably fine. Run's probably fine. Maybe I shouldn't get rid of glide. Glide's how he does the slide against the ground thing. I guess we'll keep glide. That's fine. Warp logic. We don't need that here. We don't need kinetic uses. We don't need enemy down. We don't need a silver tag. We don't need a leveling system. We don't need stats. We don't need... I'm not going to get rid of level complete. We don't have to get rid of level complete. I'll keep sound effects. That seems fine. The psychokinesis stuff, I can't tell if it's neater in this way. It probably is a little bit neater to have the attacks in here, I guess. I'd rename it from psychokinesis to like moves. So you put your moves in here. Let's see. Where are we at? Izanagi said, it's not like you'll finish any of those games. Kratos said, why do you care, Izanagi? Izanagi said, in Metal Gear Solid 5 is Kingdom Hearts level complicated. He said it's just other things that'll get thrown to the wayside, even if the audience enjoys it. Izanagi said it happened in Yu-Gi-Oh! Vanguard's probably not even going to get a chance, etc. Kratos said, I don't mind. I'm just happy Nick is having fun and doing what he enjoys. I like when people actually have fun and enjoy their experiences and are positive about their experiences. Izanagi said, it's just wasteful when Jet won't even see the end of most of the games. Defective Nomad retracted one of his messages. Then Kaylee said, it's okay, Izanagi, don't worry about it. Let's see. So I have the force push thing, I think, almost set up. What I need to do is go in and grab the player 1 controller logic. And then I need to start shifting stuff from here to there. So like, take this big baby bitch from right here. And take this big baby bitch from right here. And take this big baby bitch from right here. And take this big baby bitch from right here. And glide exist, I guess. And then take this big baby bitch from... Ooh! I fucked that up. Wait. Okay. Grab it. What emits? What emits when you hit circle? What is this for? Anyways, so I removed everything from that controller logic. Bink, get rid of him. Okay, now you can get rid of that, you can get rid of that, and you can get rid of... I'll have to move the health display stuff. Because you don't want to get rid of that. You just want to reconnect the cables. So this one was... Whoa, wait, hold up. Cancel. Open this up. That was in the half heart. That goes in the full heart. Now Kratos, I hope that you get hype on this and that you make some silver fighting game character stuff. Because I'm making the silver fighting game character stuff so that you can do stuff with it, Kratos. This is going to be public. Really, anyone will be able to do stuff with it. Okay. I need to move some of the stuff around. It looks a lot messier because it's like being dragged between two different things. Face punches bitch ass could be all the way over here. This is looking a lot more like how it should. What's emitted from square? The fuck? Was it like a ring? I don't understand what this is. It's not the emitter for force push. I'm going to delete it and see what happens when I hit square. Not shit I care about. Awesome. Let's see. Kaylee said it's wasteful when Nick doesn't look up Crash Bandicoot PS2 character. Defective Nomad retracted a message. Then Kaylee said, waste of my time. Defective Nomad said testing in cursive. That's kind of interesting. Kaylee said, Defective Nomad, it seems YouTube is being defective for you. Oh, I see. Defective Nomad said, what do you see when I type that? Testing, but in cursive? Kratos said, I'll definitely work on it, ballin'. Kaylee said, I see testing in a fancy font. Then Defective Nomad said, the hell? Kratos said, assuming Final Fantasy VII doesn't take my soul first, it already got my heart. I'm glad that you're fucking with it. Okay, so we got the health modifier stuff up. Yay! Okay, so let's open the health display up again. Next to player 1, we'll put silver. We'll scoot all the windows over a little to the right. Here we go. So scoot that one over, scoot that one over, align this one to where the tip of that box hits the tip of that, scoot this one over, scoot this one over. Kratos, have you seen any of the character or arena stuff that I've made based off of your Dwagon character? Because I'd love to show you that once I finish up working on silver. Let's see. Kratos said the game has already gotten him to cry once. You know, something that's happened recently, it's been a lot harder to get me to, like, cry from negative emotion stuff. Like, if I feel, like, upset about something. But I think happiness and hype get me, like, really close. I keep crying from, like, happy moments a lot. But now I'll watch like a fighting game tournament or something, and shit will get really intense, and I'll feel my emotions swell up like I'm gonna cry or something. But it seems to not work as much, like when I'm upset. Like I can't really get it to good on it. Why did it say the homeboy was dead before? Okay. I need to test this on something. Kratos said, not yet, I haven't had the chance. And then he said, correction, it's gotten me to cry twice. One for sad, one for happiness. Defective Nomad said, what's the best Wi-Fi name you've seen? What do we mean by best? Silver's gonna be a big bitch. I can already tell. Look at him. Compared to like this puppet. The player 2 puppet has his text in the wrong place. Like a little hoe. I need to fix that on that generic puppet. Defective Nomad said, mine's FBI surveillance van. He said, funniest or strangest name. I feel like that one's pretty common. I too have seen that one. Kaylee said there's one around me called Hackers Depot, and it's open for anyone to join. Doesn't seem safe. Gazelle said, huh? Yo, Godzilla, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? This force applier on silver seems kind of trash. He's not pushing. Kratos said, Nick, you'd love this game. So Kratos, why do you feel like I would love that game? Does the Nicklet have health? Does he have health to be lost? He has health that could be modified. Let's see, Kratos said it's self-contained, so you don't need to play anything before it to have any context to it. I'm aware, apparently like all the Final Fantasy games that aren't like direct sequels are their own thing, even though they're numbered as if they would be direct sequels to each other. Godzilla then just said, huh. Yeah, this isn't doing anything. How do I get it to do something? Do 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 do. So it lasts for 0.7 seconds. I need my box back. I need my little decoy box. Now let's look at this guy and see what he has to offer. So he has a health modifier, and it's currently modifying health. It activates this force applier. Maybe the force applier is on some pussy shit. Doesn't look like it. Has 100% strength. It's push. It's directional based. It pushes at a speed of like 22.9 meters per second. That's a lot of fucking push. That's strong push. Defective Nomad said, is no the next word you're going to say? I think that's cute. Kaylee said, my brain. Do, 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 do. Let's see. Kratos said, you love it because you're a badass sword fighter with many scenes that'll make you hype and emotional, like you were saying earlier. And the story is amazing, and it does a great job of making you feel like the hero / a badass. I'm glad that you're vibing with it so far. Kratos. I mean, it sounds hype. What I'm hype about for Metal Gear Solid 5 is I've heard you can kind of do whatever you want in it. So I'm curious to see how that's going to go if people vote for it. Kaylee said, I think Kratos want you to play it. He does indeed, but I don't have it. It's like a $60 game. Unless I bought the original Final Fantasy VII, which is not a $60 game. I already bought video games for the week. Defective Nomad's asking questions that are like, if you answer them a certain way, it'll like fuck up the perspective. He can push niggas out of 2D. Silver might be a problem. The way he moves and shit, He just knocked another person out of two-dimensional movement. I may have to drop the silver thing. It seemed like we were making good progress. But his attacks aren't working. And like I said, oh wait a minute, I haven't set that character to be two-dimensional. For a minute I thought silver was on like some game breaking shit. Yeah, there we go. It's not as much of an issue as I thought. This is an issue though. Can't seem to get this going. Kaylee said, have you seen the clown who hides from gay people? Is that a thing? Let's see. A homophobic clown? That seems like a weird character. Kratos said, pulls out wallet. Kevin said, hi Jet. Yo Kevin, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Do you have any questions for your boy? And do you have any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Silver's about to have that floaty jump, and he's going to be really fast. Like mobility based, he's going to be like one of the best ones. Kaylee said, have you seen him, Nick? Oh. I understand what Kaylee's saying. Yeah, pretty sneaky, sis. Kaylee said he's been at Walmart. Kaylee said, lol, got him. I need this effect thing to actually push him when his health modifier activates. Does it need a health modifier? Maybe my plan, giving it a 0 health modifier that then activates the push, is stupid. My brain was like, have you ever considered that the way you're trying to do this is dumb? And it's like, man, you know what? You're just right. Kevin said, I drop bombs like a hoe, like a white dude with no flow. Bars. Oh, Kevin's spitting some raps. Do, as the kids say. When they're not saying, hoes get at me. Okay. Let's see. Godzilla said, Nickabenson, how are you? Oh, fantastic always. Thank you for asking. How are you doing today, Godzilla? I hope that you're doing well. Do you have any questions for your boy or any discussion topics you'd like to talk about on the stream? Haley said, Ayo. Kratos said, Nick, I'd buy it for you and bribe you to play it as long as you played it all the way through. That seems like a fair deal. My brain was like, how do I feel about that? And it's like, it's a whole ass game. If someone bought me a whole ass game, I think it would kind of be weird if I didn't play it all the way through. I think I'd be fine with that, if that's what you wanted to do. Fuck, I didn't replace the effect with the box. That kind of tickled me a little bit. You're like, now, does it finally work? Dude, what the fuck? Does the force applier have like shit range? Excuse me. What's going on? Let me edit the zone. Like, let me stretch out the zone. Also, I need you to point like as straight forward as you can. Let's see. Godzilla said, I'm doing well. Kratos said, but you gotta get through Kingdom Hearts 3 first. You're about a third of the way through. Okay. Godzilla said, I'm playing an MMORPG where you are a superhero or villain. Then Kratos said, DCUO? Is it that, like, redone version of City of Heroes? Because my dad was playing that for a little bit. Defective Nomad said, do you remember... Defective Nomad's asking more of those questions where it's like, there's no good way to answer it. So he said, do you remember when you weren't gay? I mean, it's not true that there's no good way to answer it. You just go like, there wasn't a time when I was gay. Boom. Easy answer. Let's see, Godzilla said, nah, City of Heroes. And then Godzilla said, yeah, it's City of Heroes. Yeah, so City of Heroes was gone for a while, and then they made like a, essentially City of Heroes is back kind of thing. Oh, I was about to fuck up again. I keep doing that. And now this, scope out, and now this is the object that you emit. Ooh, you fucked up. How'd I fuck up that hard? Nope, that's still fucking up. Move this. Okay. What? The microchip's like, it's all one thing. It's all one thing, my guy. I'm like, okay, bet. Bet then it's all one thing, right? It's like, yep, it's all one thing. Okay. It's like, oh, did I say I was all one thing? Oh no, I'm over here, my nigga. I don't know what you were thinking. What if I close it? Maybe it is all one thing. Maybe the microchip hanging back is just weird. Let's see. Defective Nomad said, back to the planning room. Kratos said, Nick, would it be morally right if I bribed you to play Kingdom Hearts 3 tonight, rather than those 4 choices? He said, or at least bribe you to add Kingdom Hearts 3 to the poll. If you bribed me to add Kingdom Hearts 3 to the poll, I think it would give the viewers more choice without completely overriding their choice with the like monetary investment. So I would say you could essentially bribe me to do either one, Kratos. I think if you bribed me to add it to the poll, it would be cheaper than bribing me to just play it. I would prefer not to do the just play it one, and I think the viewers would also prefer that. It'd be better to bribe just to have it on the poll so that it has the ability to win without taking away choice. Okay, so I'm refreshing the poll. And right now, the only 2 things on the poll that are getting votes are Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain and Soul Calibur 6. With Metal Gear Solid 5 being the main thing that it seems like people want to see. Defective Nomad said, boo, get off the stage. Kratos, what am I doing wrong with this force supplier? I don't know why the force supplier isn't giving this guy the goop. Okay. So Kratos donated a couple dollars for me to add Kingdom Hearts 3 to the poll. Godzilla said, I'm playing a radiation/healing brute guy. Interesting. Wait a minute. Yo, Kratos. I'm not sure if you can edit polls. I know a way to try and do it, but I'll have to remake the poll. Which means the 3 votes that were in it before would kind of get nixed, which is weird. But it doesn't even let you edit the text on a poll. So I'm trying to find a way to compensate for what just happened. I don't want to get rid of the votes that have already been cast. Let's see. Kratos said you fixed the location and radius of the force supplier. Oh no, he said you fucked with the location and radius. I mean, that's true. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way to get this going. Kaylee said I can revote. Okay. I guess in the new poll, I will say, like, the old poll has been replaced. Yada, yada, yada. Kaylee said, or remember there's 3 votes. Well, if I remember there's 3 votes, the weird thing about that is that people could revote in the new one, so they would get, like, multiple votes for their thing that would, like, stack. So it'd get kind of weird. Let's see, edited. And then I'll say, I had to reset the poll. So if you think you voted already, you might want to vote again. Okay. So, Crash Team Racing. Nitro fueled. Marvel versus Capcom Infinite. Kaylee said it ain't a big deal. Don't worry. Carrie T-ass. Carrie T-ass. Is he a butler? If you call a butler a Carrie T head ass. Let's see. Metal Gear Solid 5. Phantom Pain. Kratos said, I like that name. I think it's Carrie T's. I added like a S. It's not Carrie T ass, but that got me. Let's see. Soul Calibur 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, wait. And then also Kingdom Hearts 3. That was the whole point of resetting it. Let's see. Kratos said, I'll carry Kaylee's tea. Let's see. So now we got a poll up. We got a brand new poll. Brand new whip just hopped in. Okay, we got a new poll, guys. Go vote. Go vote. Kaylee said, sometimes my brain just calls people a random nickname. Godzilla said, best part about this game is the character customization. I'm glad that you fucks with the character customization. Let's see. Actually, I must have put that Force Blast thing in a weird place. I'm like, I could test the Force Blast. Where the fuck is the Force Blast? It's like a part of him. Hold on, this has actually got me really confused. I need the Force Blast to not be like a part of him. Where'd it go, actually? I'm actually just lost. Yeah, that's not how that's supposed to work. Jump back. Hold on. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell it to emit that. How the fuck do you get it to go? Let's see. Kratos said, "What's poppin'? Brand new poll just hopped in." Godzilla said, "You can be a lizard monster, so I'm a lizard monster." That's ballin'. Godzilla said, "My vote is for Crash Team Racing. That game is lit. Didn't play the remake, but I did play the original one on PS1. Ah, good times." Kratos said, "I got like 11 days left." Yo, are you hyped for your birthday, Kratos? Are you getting excited? Okay, so now the poll distribution. It seemed like the people in this stream actually started voting. So Kingdom Hearts 3 has like 43% of the poll now. Let's see. Oh, wow. Curtis said, "I got options. I could pass that vote like Stockton." Just joshing. Looks like he's dribbling this nigga's head. Let's see. I need to undo everything that I had before. So delete that. Well, no. Keep that deleted. Rewind. Let's start over. Okay, here's the energy bitch. Scope out. Is this its own thing? It looks like this exists independently from silver, which is good. We want to take this thing right here, and we want to put a force applier on it. My mind's like, is there just an easier way to do this? And I've been like tripping. I think there is an easier way to do this, and I've been tripping. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this, a filled donut. We're gonna set it up like this. And then we're going to take this, we're gonna add to group on this filled donut. You guys are probably like, what is he thinking? We're gonna take this filled donut that isn't like a stupid ass paint effect that's like hard to manipulate and shit. We're gonna widen it out. Give it this big fat disc thing. Bulbous head ass. Okay. Angle this around. Kratos said, "Imagine a Mortal Kombat fatality where you behead the enemy and dribble the head before dunking that shit." Does that not exist? Is that not a thing? Have you guys seen Angry Video Game Nerd's latest video about fatalities and stuff? Kratos said, "I don't think you should have messed with the force applier initially." He said, "If it ain't broke, don't fix it." Oops. Get rid of that one. Wait, no. Scope in. Scope out. Surface snap to that. Go back. Take this. I would say the force supplier, like, kind of worked before. I mean, I'm not even sure if it needs to be on the fucking disc thing. Hold on. We're gonna get rid of the disc thing and the microchip. Now we just have the fucking paint effect, right? I'm still trying to figure out the best way to do this. So I'm gonna go in. Let's see, Kevin said I could cosplay a Mortal Kombat villain Reptile. He said is underrated in Mortal Kombat. I imagine Godzilla's probably a fan of Reptile. Godzilla, do you fuck with Reptile in Mortal Kombat? He said Reptile will be it. He said if I could cosplay a Mortal Kombat villain. I believe in you, my guy. Okay. So this will be a little bit easier to use. And then Kevin corrected to, and is underrated. And Godzilla said, is he a reptile? He's like a reptilian dude who spits like gooey acid shit or whatever. But he is like humanoid. He's like a lizard man thing almost. And I know you love those too. Godzilla said, I think so. And then Godzilla said, yes. Damn. That's a big ol' zone. That's a big ol' zone. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee, that's what I wanted. Damage amount, 0. Deals no damage. Pop this open. Way easier. Way easier. Derivative force. Directional. It's going to be a push. My brain's like, nigga, what's the really big zone? What does that represent? I don't understand. Close this. Nigga, what? How many zones are there? It just looks like it has 2 zones. What? Set it as a cube. Godzilla said yes. Then Kevin said, I'm Kevin, not Godzilla. My apologies if I got them mixed up. I didn't think I did, but things can happen. Godzilla said yes. Kevin, okay. My apologies on that. How do I get this? How do I get the zone shape to work out? Kevin said, I notice you make mistakes sometimes, Jet. I do indeed. That is true. How do I get the zone going? Godzilla said, I can jump so high. And then Kratos said, who doesn't? And then he put like a laughing emoji. How can I get this zone to be of the proper size? Even that would be too big for the zone size. Yeah, like it's showing zones. And it gave me that little arrow while I held L1. But my brain's like, why am I holding L1 for this? Why is that a thing? It's weird to have something not work and then you do some shit that you shouldn't have done, like, ever. Like, you'd have no reason to do it, and then it worked. And then you're like, I don't know why it worked. I just, for some reason, did a thing. My depth perception's like all over the place right now. I need to try and fill in this side. Oh, has Volt been on air yet? Kevin said, it's okay, no worries, bro. We all make mistakes. Understandable, my guy. Let's see. Godzilla said, in City of Heroes. I'm aware of Godzilla. Though you could have been talking about your real life hops, but I imagine you were talking about City of Heroes. Oh my god. Why is it so hard? Why is it different? I don't know, something about this feels like not what I used to do to manipulate stuff like this. I feel like normally arrows pop up. But now instead of arrows, I have to like drag it essentially using like pseudo hotkeys or whatever. And I'm still dragging it, but it's the different control scheme is what's got me like, ah. And I forgot to set it as the thingy. Do 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 do. We'll try that for now. Where are the sparklies? Kratos, I thought I put your effect inside of this fucking hazard cube thing. Did I get rid of the effect? I spent so much time like moving shit around. It took me forever to draw out that fucking zone. And then I fucking like flattened the hazard cube around the thing. What? Jump forward. That's not where I was. Ah. This is gonna drive me fucking nuts. I need it to force apply me away. Doesn't really seem like it's doing that. Okay, so I think I messed up this plan too. And I now think Silver no longer has like his energy attack either. His energy thing is just gone. I originally made all that shit over the energy thing. Ah. Ah. Is his force push thing like a stock effect? It's like this thing, but blue. Does it animate normally? Yeah, it does. So that animation wasn't anything new. What the fuck? The game's like, were you looking for me? Haha, I was here the whole time. Fuck you, Jet. Haha. Did you just delete all your stuff? I was here. Why'd you delete everything? I was just waiting for you to delete everything. To reappear. Okay. Cool. So, we all know what that means. It means it's time to do the shit again. My mind's almost like, would it be better just to fucking... Huh, I have like multiple things that I think I could do. So scope in, open up this chip, scope out. Grab him, line him up with this bitch. Scope, scope, go in. We're gonna stretch him out like the pussy. So stretch him this way until you cover up that tip. Stretch it forward in this way. Okay. Now stretch it inward. Maybe like that much. Stretch it up. Stretch it. Nigga, stop. Stop. Okay. Stretch it this way. Kratos thing. Kratos said another thing you'll love about this game. He said this map is absolutely gorgeous. People have definitely been talking about the the spectacle of the game. Blah, blah, blah. Okay. So now, we go to physical properties, visible. The hoe is invisible, so now you just see the sparkle effect. But wait, there is more. So now that it's invisible, you set the damage equal to 0, so it deals 0 damage. Kratos said, dreams, you activated my trap card, Jet. You sure did, and I watched it happen. Then Kevin said, lol. Directional force. Okay, and let's look at that zone. Big bubbly bitch of a zone. It's doing the 2 zones thing. I am not a fan of when it has 2 zones. The fuck does that even... Oh, one's like the zone fall off. I think. Too much extra information. Okay. Get it. Okay. A. That seems like a play. Now for the force push, my bitch ass deleted the wire. I got rid of the wire that did the force push. Set up an emitter. Clone this wire. Clone this wire. The fuck? Clone the wires. Oh my gosh. Oh, you bitch. Clone this wire and plug it into him. See, that's why having the separate menu is annoying. You only need like a couple things to connect. Anyways, set this to 0. Kevin said, The Wire, what a great movie. The Wire's a movie? I hear people reference like the HBO show, which I also haven't seen. I'm sorry, I think I just attached it to the floor. The game's like, see, but the cube is invisible. They're like, how are we supposed to attach? Stop trying to attach to the floor. No one's trying to attach to the floor. Oh my gosh. So the cube's invisible, so you can't touch any of the shit. Why though? Okay. Cut paint off. Let's see invisible shit. Okay. Wait. Kratos said you gotta edit the original by showing all the invisible objects. Kratos said, so not the mile, but 8 Mile. Oh wait, Kevin said, wait, I meant 8 Mile. Oh, the Eminem movie? Let's see. And then Kevin said, like the Eminem movie. Okay. Lifetime needs to be 0.7 seconds. I'm about to lose my fucking mind. I'm sorry, what the fuck is happening? I don't see this getting emitted by this. The emitter. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why? Who told you to do this? Let's see, Godzilla said, it took me to build up the courage to say this to you, but I am secretly gay for you. And then Kevin said, for Jet or someone else. Wait, what the fuck? Why is it just making sparkles in the air? To be honest, I kind of wanted to make sparkles in the air. It should be making different sparkles in the air. Godzilla then said, what? So Kevin was like, are you gay for me or gay for someone else? Then Godzilla said, I did not say that. And then he said, what the frick? And then it says, message retracted. Then Defective Nomad said, Wea? I don't know what Wea means. Godzilla said, I was playing the video game. Okay, at least the effect works. It's just the setup is different looking. And then Defective Nomad corrected to what? So why the fuck is it like this? I can't say it doesn't look cool, but it's not what it's supposed to look like. It works, though, like, visually. Godzilla said, why the fuck did it do that? Let's see, how do I edit this thing? I can't see the fucking sparkles anymore. Are the sparkles not in the thing that I grabbed? I'm about to be upsetty. Where is that? Hold on. I have hide paint on. Well, fuck. Now I can't see anything. Because all the paint's gonna be going off. Show paint. Hide coat styles and effects. Wait a minute. The thing I wanted to see is an effect. Let's see. Defective Nomad said, it's okay to be gay, Godzilla. Kevin said, what video game he was playing, Godzilla? Godzilla said, City of Heroes. Defective Nomad said, you don't have to pretend you didn't say that. I'm trying to get this effect to show up when you do the thing. Kevin said, yep, it's okay to be gay. It's like how it's also okay to be straight, bi, and so on. That is true. I need to put this force. You do have hide paint. If you cut off preview visibility, then you can't see the shit. So you need preview visibility, and you gotta see through all this bullshit. Group. Hide everything else. Okay. How am I supposed to get this set up? Put it in the middle. Come on. Did I do it? I don't know if I did it. I'm about to lose my fucking mind. Okay, now I see that there. Godzilla said, I'm not saying that it's not okay. He said, I'm just saying I didn't say that. Kevin said, how are you playing City of Heroes, Godzilla? He said, do you have a Discord? And Godzilla said, yes. And then he said, there's a new homecoming thing. Like an event called Homecoming. I'm trying my damnedest to get this in and to get this colored blue. And then Godzilla said, made by the community. That sounds cool. Oh, come the fuck on. You're telling me I did all that and the paint's invisible. Why the fuck can I see the paint? I got the sparkles. Defective Nomad said, who said that then? And then Godzilla said, I don't know. I need to figure this out. How the fuck? I see the shit right there. Let's see. Defective Nomad said, your secret is safe with us. Yo. Why can't I get that to work? Let's see. Kevin said, I tried to get that to work on my laptop, but I couldn't get it to work, Godzilla. Are you talking about, shit. I tried that. I did something that, like, pushed my body apart. Yeah. If you try to, like, race through your thing, which is possible if you time it right, you can, like, push yourself in an interesting way. Godzilla said, yeah, it's really fun. Kevin said, if you have Twitter, Godzilla, DM me on there. Then Godzilla said, actually, never mind, I hate the game. And then Godzilla said, what? No. And then he said, I don't hate it. It pushes. The effect is just wrong. I think I have a better idea than the thing I was trying to do. So I was trying to, and let's cut off preview invisibility. I was trying to attach a hit effect to the barrier thing. But rather than do that, I should just make a second emitter that emits the hit effect that I want. And just puts it right where that other thing is. Excuse me. Godzilla said, alright, time to change my password. And then Godzilla said, yes I do. And then Godzilla said, shut up. Kevin said, I'm so confused. Let's see. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I still have some time. How's the poll doing? Kingdom Hearts 3 got 56% of the vote. Godzilla said, someone hacked my account. Kevin said, is someone trying to hack Godzilla? And then he said, I hope not. Godzilla said, I think so. And then he said, they already did. Dun dun dun. Okay. I think this is about where the effect needs to be. There's so much bullshit involved in this. Okay. Copy this emitter. Now tell this emitter to emit that paint effect. I think I moved that in like the most awkward way, and I don't know if it's where it needs to be anymore. Let's see. That seems too tilted back. I think if you hold, so if you hold this, wait, the fuck? I think that's because the camera's locked. So if I grab this and hold that, nope, it's not what I want to do. I just want to move this straight up without really messing up its position. I feel like his attack wasn't that big before. How do I get this going? Driving me nuts. Okay, where are we at? Kratos said, Nick, I'd love to see you play Dark Souls. I'm sure a lot of people would love to see me play Dark Souls. I've never played a Dark Souls game. At least I've never owned a Dark Souls game and played it. The first time I ever put my hands on a Dark Souls game, I think was at my friend Jackson's house. Shout out to Jackson Latham. I haven't seen Jackson in years. I hope he's doing well. I didn't connect it to anything. Also, it looks too big. I don't think his attack was that big before. And I didn't connect the wire like I needed to. Oh my goodness, stop. Stop. It's like you gotta connect it to the thing, but the window's open. So you gotta connect it to the window. Ooh, but you shifted the window to the side. It's all the way to the left. Let's see, where are we at? Kevin said, this is weird. It doesn't even sound like Godzilla's typing anymore. Godzilla said, this is me, but I am trying. Volt said, yo, what's good? Yo, Volt, welcome to the stream. It's good to have you. How's your day today? Doing a question for your boy and daily discussion topics like talk about on the stream. Also, Volt, have you checked out the poll? There's a poll that'll decide what I get to play tonight at 8 p.m. There was an older poll. I had to replace it. There's a newer poll. If you haven't voted in the newer poll, you should check out the newer poll. Right now, Kingdom Hearts 3 is winning. Every other game that's in that poll is a game that I haven't had the opportunity to play yet. Let's see. Kevin said, that's something a hacker would say. Godzilla said, Volt, I'm currently being hacked. Kevin said, sup, Volt, how's it going? Kratos said, I'd love to see your there's no reason to level up theory in the Dark Souls game. I still level up in Kingdom Hearts, I just don't do the unnecessary fights. Volt said, it's going good. Kevin said, that's good, Volt. Volt said at Godzilla, how's a fucking 100-foot monster being hacked? That was pretty good. Yeah, it's like if you land the defense just right, it'll push. But it's supposed to be a get off you tool. Like if the opponent's trying to get at you, you flash this up and it's supposed to push them back. See, look at that. But yeah, if you get really close to your opponent, you can't really do it. Like it won't have the proper push effect. See? That's like what you want. So you kind of have to space it out. Now I'm landing it like every time. And it's a pretty strong push when you land it. Yeah. You can like partially land it too. Where it does like a little bit of a push. But that's going to be his get off you tool. And it looks a little bit more interesting, I'd say, than the original effect. It still has the original effect, but it also has the sparkles on it. But it's weird because when you get this close... No, it worked that time. Yeah, it really depends. See? Like, he's not getting pushed back there. It's like creating an effect around him, but the area of effect of the blast could probably be extended. Not necessarily the force applier strength itself. Yeah. I'd say extend it a little bit forward. It hits every time now. Except right there. I think right there it's too close. It's like it's spawning on top of him, so it's like it can't really push him. But if I'm like right up on him, let's see. Where are we at? Volt said at Godzilla, well, to uphold our deal, I have to vote for Kingdom Hearts 3. Man. Kevin said, just change your password, Godzilla, before it's too late. Izanagi said, please hold up in Dark Souls. Godzilla said, okay, this is not good, never mind. Izanagi said, let me ask, can Silver actually hurt anything? This is supposed to be his defense move. This isn't supposed to hurt. But it's not pushing at this range. Well, I lied, because it pushed right then. It's just if you're right up on somebody. Well, that makes sense, because the effect is spawning past them. That's fine. Here, that makes sense that it would hit. That one, you're like just missing them. That one's fine. Okay. Yeah, because that hit. What's the sweet area where it should hit but it doesn't? It's right here. It's if you spawn it like right on top of them. They're just kind of shook a little bit, but it doesn't push. Which is bizarre. Let's see. Izanagi said, where is he just garbage? He said, also for being a non-damaging push, it has way too much going on. Kevin said, also make sure the password isn't also a password for something else you use. Then Godzilla said, I can't find ITR. And then Kevin said, for what? And then Godzilla said, password. Kratos said, thank you, Volt. Kevin said, look in junk mail, or maybe in spam. Godzilla said, personal data section. Then Kevin said, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, it's this sweet spot area right here. Izanagi said it looks like the world is exploding whenever he pushes. Mighty push! And the range on the push is very specific. Yeah, like right here. Push doesn't do shit. It kind of pushes... Like, I can't say it doesn't do shit. Maybe I can. Yeah, because that doesn't look like it's doing shit. Izanagi said, which leaves a mental disconnect between what the move is doing and what the move is. You hit him in the face and he like turns around. Bullshit, by the way. Thanks, Kratos, for putting me on the Unreal Engine 4 shits. I've been so much better than Unity recently. I'm glad that you've been vibing, my guy. Kratos with the game development advice. Trying to figure out the zone, like this force supplier, is getting me. Kratos said, "You're welcome. I live by Unreal Engine 4. Godzilla said, "I can delete the account." Push works. Works. It's only when you're like, yeah, like this close, that it's too much. Kratos said, also, have you seen that they partnered with Quixel and they give away a lot of free stuff on the marketplace every month? He's talking about Unreal Engine 4. That, of course, wouldn't work. It's like a very sweet spot area where it doesn't want to work. There, it worked extremely well. The amount of push right there was insane. It's right here where push doesn't do shit. Which is crazy. Kevin said, does Tails have a robot version of himself, like how Metal Sonic, aka Robot Sonic, does? Or is that a Sonic only thing? Izanagi said, Tails doll. Kratos said, imagine getting hacked. Let's see. I have 9 more minutes. I'm still trying to figure out how to get this fucking push going. For some reason, when I drop it down, it's not pushing. Godzilla said, Nick, can you do this longer? I'm a fan of Dreams, and I would love to, but I already said, at 8, I'm gonna switch over to whatever game gets the most votes in the poll. The poll originally was supposed to be only new games, but Kratos did a super chat for me to add Kingdom Hearts 3, and Kingdom Hearts 3 is like taking the poll. People are loving it. Let's see. Kevin said, Godzilla, if you do delete the account, when you make a new account, use a new email just in case and be on the safe side. Godzilla said, okay. Bull said, actually, yeah, I did see that their marketplace has hella free assets, but I like to model the assets myself most of the time. Kratos said, I saw what you find, Kratos. Nothing wrong with wanting more Kingdom Hearts 3. It'll just be a little bit before we get to see more of the new games. Yeah, that's the sweet spot where nothing happens. How can I fix that? I actually don't know how to fix this. R.S. Phillips said it is gone. Kratos then said, See, that area makes sense for it not to hit. this is the area where it makes no sense for it not to hit. Like, is it spanning? Not spanning. Is it spawning right on top of him to the point where it's like there is no force applier right there? Kevin said, what's Tails doll? Is that a canon thing or a fan-only thing? Isn't it a creepypasta thing? R.S. Phillips said, no more Godzilla. He said, so I'm gonna make a new one now. Then Kratos said, that sucks. Isn't this a forced pull? This nigga isn't pulling anything. This is supposed to pull, bitches. Okay, hold on. Silver has so many like little things built into him that I just don't understand. Watch it say friend and then it like pulls himself. Yeah, it sucks him into the ground. Ow. Ah. Why is the pull a downward pull anyways? It's a radial pull? Directional pull. Wait, is that what direction it pulls in? I like it. It's kind of like a backstep now, actually, the way that it works. Because it also pulls the dummy. Let's see. Kratos said, I see what you mean, Godzilla. R.S. Phillips said, no. Kratos said, Godzilla, same thing's happening to me now. R.S. Phillips said, oh my gosh, yo. Kratos said, I'm being hacked. R.S. Phillips said, okay, so I think I know what's happening. And Kratos said, really? He said, I think this guy is just changing his name and profile to ours. And Kratos said, oh? Oh shit! And Kratos said, yeah, I think so. That does sound like it'd be a lot easier than actually hacking. Kratos said, because there are profile pic inconsistencies. R.S. Phillips said, so I did that just for nothing. Damn it. Yeah, because you can see that there's a fake defective nomad who said, I'm a fatty fat. And then he's like, I didn't say that. Kratos said, Nick, if you look at the live chat on your computer, you'll see what I mean. And then defective nomad said, what the hell? And R.S. Phillips said, yo. Kevin said R.S. Phillips has a Godzilla picture that's fishy and screams red flags to me. He said, I haven't seen R.S. Phillips on his stream ever. Then R.S. Phillips said, WTF? And then he said, no, this is my main account. It's everybody's like, who is the real R.S. Things are getting weird. Defective Nomad said, someone IP banned this dude. R.S. Phillips said, this is dumb. And then R.S. Phillips said, I am Godzilla. Then he said, I am R.S. Phillips. I don't know how to fix this. Then R.S. Phillips said, "Thank you, Kevin, for helping me." I think it's cool that you guys are able to help each other out. Kratos said, "It's obviously someone else changing their name." Also, it's pretty much time for me to do Kingdom Hearts 3, which sucks only because I still haven't finished up Silver. I'll get to you, Silver, at some point. Let's see. Kratos said, or that Kevin said, "If so, say Godzilla." Then R. Phillips said, "Ha!" Then Kratos said, "Evidence. If you hold your finger on your comment, the only option is remove." R. Phillips said, "Alright, you can call me Godzilla." Kratos said, "Hold your finger on theirs, and it says report or block." For self-verification, I see what you're saying. That's interesting. Simple Fighter, Silver, PCP1. Okay, so I'm gonna have to get back to this. Kratos said, "Because you can't report or block yourself." And then R.S. Phillips said, "Yeah." So I'm gonna have to come back to Silver later. I'd like to thank you all for watching. If you like this video, make sure to smash that like button, favorite, comment, subscribe, and ding ding ding, ring the notification bell to be notified whenever you do these live streams. This is your friend, your boy, Jeb like the one logging out. Peace and stay tuned. We got some Kingdom Hearts 3 coming up after this. Chicken and gas. R.S. Phillips said, "So I deleted my account just for nothing." Kratos said, "And you can't remove other comments." And then R.S. Phillips said, "Fuck." And then Kratos said, "Correct. I'll see you guys for some Kingdom Hearts 3.